guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about episode 3 in the downfall of iLand 2. I love the performances, but so far, I don't think iLand 2 finale is on to a good start. I was a little underwhelmed, I'm not gonna lie. So let's start with Lavi and Rose. Honestly, for a majority of these groups, I was surprised by who was picked for what songs. The judges made some interesting choices. Like, I don't know, I just thought Jimin and Sarang would be in something else, maybe, I don't know. So far, they haven't shown us much for the process of preparation in the final, and I've seen episode 10, the one with If I Were a Boy and la 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 la. They don't really show us the process of them getting prepared as much as they did before. Anyways, I thought Sarang should have gone center instead of Jimin. Like, no hate to Jimin at all, but we saw Sarang could sing those notes well, and we already know she has strong stage presence. I don't know why they just didn't decide to pick her, while Jimin was over here struggling a lot. But I am proud of Jimin for working hard. So let's talk about that performance. Fuko did really, really good. She had good vocals, and this concept suited her so well. I think she fits like Red Velvet or Eyes One. Sarang looked so pretty, but she messed up her vocals. I loved her stage presence, and I would have loved this stage a lot more had she not messed up, and we're gonna have to talk more about that later. Jimin, she did really good, but I feel like she could have been a stronger center because I think they were all balanced / equal. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell who was the center. That might be just because there was 4 members, so it's hard to have a center. I don't know. Judges' thoughts, I think Yuri and Fuko deserved more attention and scores. And quite frankly, Sarang's score was far too high because there are some other people in other performances who performed better, that had flawless performances, and had some crappy scores. And I don't think Sarang did bad, and I love Sarang, and I hope she debuts, but she's still messing up. And they're still like, this reminds me of Aroha from Are You Next? Like, she made mistakes, very obvious mistakes, and she debuted. Which, I don't know, man, you should have gotten a lower rank, and I don't know, Sarang, you should have gotten a lower rank too. And I'm sorry that you're feeling not as confident, but there are some people who are doing well and who are confident, and they deserve your score. Judges, what are you doing? Jimin, Yuri, and Fuko should have gotten like equal scores. Jimin had a huge score, and I think she deserved it. I don't know, maybe I'm just being weird. Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention this in Lavi and Rose, but I don't understand the purpose of this remix. Oh, we just want it to be more this generation vibes, and you need to reinterpret the song, and like, these remixes aren't even that good. Like the Lovesick Girls one, we are the Lovesick Girls. Why? It doesn't sound good. Anyways, I don't remember if I said this or not, but Mai and Jiyoon weren't the best choice for this song. I was just surprised. And for the process / preparation for performance, I think the comments for Soojung were stupid. They weren't necessary. I mean, I guess I understand where they're coming from, but I don't think that was what should have been the focus. I mean, I guess she tried too much to imitate CL, but she did the best. Also, let's talk about Soojung and her little, Mai is nasally and I'm not going to help her because it's an individual competition. Ha ha ha. I didn't think it was necessary to comment. Some people who are defending her and like the convo might have had some evil editing around it because they might have cut things out and the conversation might have had more things mentioned. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Nonetheless, just the way she said things was a little like snarky. It just rubbed me off the wrong way, and it just, I don't know, Mai is so sweet. Like, I love her. She's definitely the sweetest in this competition. So it was just a little bit rude. And it kind of dropped her out of my top 6 because I have too many picks, and I just needed someone to get out of my picks. So it's Soojung now, I'm sorry. And I was very proud of Jiyoon because she was like, shut up, I'm gonna go help Mai. Period. Period. I love Jiyoon. She is my top 3, okay? Okay, let's talk about the execution of the performance. Slay, okay? I loved Mai. She was like, I don't care. Iconic. Also, how come she reminds me of Yeji so much? Soojung did so well. This is her song. No one else can perform it as well as Soojung can. Jiyoon did really good. I was impressed and I loved her vocals. Joowon also slayed. Soojung and Joowon are suited for the stronger concepts, but both of them are extremely versatile. Mai can adapt. She has been. It's not as natural, but she does work hard and makes it. She still performs well, basically. Same for Jiyoon. But I feel like you could tell that Jiyoon did not suit this concept. The judges' concepts were BS, okay? I love Jiyoon. You guys should know that. But she was overhyped like crazy. They were like, oh my gosh, you slayed. You get like one of the highest scores on earth. I didn't think she did bad at all. But why is Joowon and Soojung getting low scores when they did better than Jiyoon, okay? They suited the concept better. They had very strong stage presence, and like, I don't, it just made me so mad. And they're like, you were disappointing. How? Her I don't care part was iconic. A 75 is absolutely ridiculous. I don't think anyone except maybe Sarang should have gotten around a 70. Everyone else should have been getting 80s, 90s. But you're giving these people 70s because you don't like them is like, get out of my face. I did not like the remix. Anyways, stop attacking Yuju times 1,000. I guess her stage presence could have been stronger, but like, what? There was the Jungin and Sebi little beef thing. When did we hate Jungin? Like, we hated Jiyoon at the beginning, and now we're in love with her and worship the ground she walks on. And then at first, Jungin, you're number 1. You're a W singer, W high notes, WWW, and now we hate her? We evil at her all the time or something? I don't know. Just, she was sort of getting on my nerves. Like, I wanted to see Sebi more, but at the same time, Jungin was being understandable. There's a lot of pressure in the finale. Anyways, execution, everyone slayed. I think Lovesick Girls was the best group out of all of them. This was a song that is definitely suited the girls more as well. Like, I'm the best. There's only certain girls who could really pull that off, which was Soojung and Joowon. Not so much Mai and Jiyoon. And I'm not saying they did bad, but come on, Lovesick Girls was better. Sebi had a W intro. She looks so cool with that gun and everything. Oh my gosh. I loved Coco's rap. It was so good. Well, not so much the rapping. Like, I don't think she's a bad rapper. It's her stage presence that was better than her rapping, because she wasn't the most stable. Like, Yuju did good with her rapping. I wanted more stage presence, but I didn't think she did bad. And also, it's not her fault her mic is broken. Like, I feel like they deducted points because her mic was broken. Like, what? Also, Jungin did so good. Like, I loved her stage presence with the killing your darling, and her vocals were so pretty. Once again, the judges are horrible. Yuju's score is far too low. She didn't even make a mistake. Her score is lower than Sarang. Huh? And I know it sounds like I'm attacking Sarang a lot, which I'm not trying to, but the logic isn't logicking. If you make an obvious mistake and other people are having flawless performances, why would the mistake person have a higher score than the flawless performance? The only thing I would deduct points for Yuju was because of her mic. But that wasn't even her fault. I'm sorry. Whatever I said didn't make sense, but like, the only bad thing about Yuju's performance was that you couldn't hear her, but that's not her fault, so her points shouldn't be deducted for that. So erase what I said when I said I would deduct her points. My brain is not braining. Anyways, I think Jungin also deserved a higher point. Like, they're just like picking favorites. Stop that. I think like a majority of these people should have gotten high B's or an A. Ew, it's like we're in school, but you know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for watching. If you think I was ranting a lot in this episode, the next one is worse, okay? Episode 10 was... I've been just going through a lot of Twitter, a lot of iLand 2 Twitters and stuff, in threads and just looking on Instagram and YouTube about what people say on iLand too, I feel like we all have the same brain. I agree with y'all for a lot of the things you say, especially for episode 10. I didn't see much about episode 9 because by then episode 10 had already come out. But anyways, I'm excited to make the next episode. The format for the part 2 will be a little bit different. As you can tell, I already have a new intro, and I didn't do that thing where there's like, it turns white to gray. I'm sorry. I know you might have missed it. You probably didn't, but it's just too much work for me. So I'm just having everything on one slide, which you probably couldn't even tell. I'm going to stop babbling, and I'll see you guys soon. Mwah.